Well, I mean, we are talking about a lot of food today. We're specifically going to be talking about fast food.
Hmm.
And yeah, we're going to get into the nitty gritty of it, really into the weeds, wade in the water, waist up of the fast food and fast food wars. Let me tell you, this is going to be tough for me to get through because I just came back from like a really big birthday dinner with my mom, and I am full. I ate so much. I definitely ate my fill, and now I have to think of more food, and I'm honestly starting to feel a little sick.
Oh no! Don't get sick on us now. We got some time to kill right now.
No, I know. But I'm like, maybe we take it slow, kind of like an appetizer, right? Just to kind of, wet the tongue, get a little flavor in, before we really build up to the meat of the argument. Because what I do want to also do is just I want to see if we can maybe find some consensus on what we think is the best fast food restaurant. So there are a lot to go through.
I already know we are not going to come to an agreement, but it's we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay,
it's fine.
Sure.
Now speaking of fast food, since that is the topic tonight, quick question: would you consider Cheesecake Factory? I know it's a restaurant, but whatever. Like in my mind, I think it's fast food.
I don't think so either.
Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why
Why?
I'd say it's fast food? I don't think any restaurant that has 20 pages of items on their menu of all sorts of different nationalities and styles and shit like that can genuinely make good restaurant quality food of all of it. Like in my mind, they're just trying to get it out. They're like, oh, he needs macaroni. Oh, he wants this pasta. Oh, he wants a burger. Oh, they want a steak. Oh, they want some fucking Chinese dish that we also sell. Like, I cannot consider them like, I just hate. I can't do it. You
Okay,
know what I'm saying?
No, I don't, and I think I understand what you meant. Why we're gonna have trouble with this because I think you think of fast foods in a fundamentally different way as I do. Because for me, it has nothing to do with the menu. I think that's kind of ridiculous. Fast food can be anything, really. But for me, a fast food restaurant is any kind of restaurant that can serve you your food quickly, where it's not a sit down experience, where it's a type of like, if it's a restaurant, a server comes up to you, brings you your menu, you relay them their order, they bring it back to the kitchen, they cook it to order, and then they bring it to you. Whereas a fast food restaurant, everything is like kind of already maybe pre-prepared or somewhat made, and it's just done quickly, right? And Shai brings up a good point. Shai brings up a good point. Anything that you could experience in a drive-through is probably a fast food restaurant. I don't think Cheesecake Factory is a fast food.
Cheesecake Factory and a fast food was a bit over the top, but I definitely, in the terms of restaurants and quality, I'd put Cheesecake Factory down at the.
Oh, that's fine,
bottom.
but that talking about the quality of a restaurant is completely different. But I don't think quality is a factor of whether something is fast food or not, because there are some really good fast food restaurants that are probably better than like some sit down restaurants, and we'll get to some of those later for sure.
True. I will say though, Buffalo Wild Wings could be considered, like, it's even on. We're gonna go over this later, but the list that we have for later, Buffalo Wild Wings is on there. And that's definitely a sit down bar.
I don't know. I also agree that it's like a sit down restaurant, but maybe it's on this list because some people
I was like a server at Buffalo, so
I don't know. Maybe some people like to pick up their wings and then bring it home, and to them that's kind of like a fast food experience. But it is weird for sure.
True. Now getting into the first topic of our fast food night. This is where, the arguments will start.
Oh boy.
We are actually going to be doing a kind of draft for you guys tonight. We will be picking our top 5 in order, like draft style. So if I pick something, he can't pick it, how it goes. We'll flip a coin, see who goes first. But we're each going to pick 5 from number 1 pick to last pick. So obviously number 1 being our favorite or the one we wanted the most. Last being the one we kind of are just taking.
Yep.
And then we'll go ahead and let our listeners, viewers see, who they kind of agree with more. And then we'll just take it from there. So, Basoda, you want to do the honors of asking Siri to flip a coin? Or do you not have an iPhone? You don't have an iPhone.
No, fuck iPhone. You already know.
I don't have an iPhone. I don't have an iPhone either.
We'll do an Apple episode some other day for sure. Maybe. I think for everything we'll have to bring CEO on that, just so this doesn't turn into like an Apple hate like podcast. You know what I mean?
I'm so used to everyone having Apple. I just naturally was going to ask the other person.
I could be like, hey, Google.
That's true. You just ask Google to do it. I
All
don't have my
right.
Google with me.
All right. Hey, Google. I already picked up my voice from the first time I said that. I'm stupid. Hey, Google. Flip a coin. Call it.
Heads.
It's heads.
It's heads. All right.
Look at that. Look at that. Guy out on top again.
All right. The great fast food draft of 2023. NFL just did their draft, and now we're doing ours.
That is true. That is true.
All right. Go ahead. Get started.
I was a little in the air for this first pick, you know, because it's like, do I want to go for one that I really think deserves the first pick, or do I want to go for one that I think, you know, chat and listeners are gonna be on my side for, you know? I'm like, oh, I don't know. But honestly, I gotta go with Panda Express for my number one pick.
Oh,
I gotta take the Panda. I feel like it's a very popular one. It's around the whole nation, you know, not one of those ones that's only East Coast, only West Coast, you know, those types of places. So no, I'm gonna take Panda for my first round pick.
All right, interesting. I'm actually kind of glad. I was worried that you might take like my first pick, but like I'm just gonna go out there. I'm just gonna say McDonald's, man.
I knew
it's a classic. It's a classic. I'm surprised you did it. I'm surprised you did it.
Here's my thing: is like there's only two things that I like. Three things I like McDonald's for. Their breakfast McGriddles, their chicken nuggets, and their McFlurries. And their ice cream machine is broken 80% of the time. So like
that's fair.
I can't give them first. Like a second or third round, you know, okay, for me, okay. But first round, nah, I can't do it.
There's just something in the food. You know it's bad for you, but like you just crave it and you want to eat more of it. It's been like the biggest obstacle to like my diet. I don't eat McDonald's that often anymore, but every once in a while I have a cheat day. And then I'm just like, what do I want for the cheat day? And honestly, it's like, you know, I have the McDonald's app. I can save some money. I kind of, you know, and think, you know, like, I don't know. It's bad enough to the point where I consider and sometimes have used my rare treat days to go eat at McDonald's.
Well, I will say after reading some of the chats that somebody's already going to want to start a fight with me, but, you know, we'll get there when we get there. It's all right. All right. So round one, we got Panda Express for Guy, and we got McDonald's for Basura. All right, moving on to round number two. I'm gonna go ahead. This is a hard one. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go with Jack in the Box. No. I'm reading the wrong list. I'm taking Chick-fil-A round two. I was on the wrong number. I'm taking Chick-fil-A round two.
That was my round two pick.
Sorry, I'm reading my notes here, and I was on the wrong line, and I almost fucked myself.
Their chicken is so good.
Round two.
Damn, I'm actually upset about that. I'm upset that one got swiped.
I almost gave that to you. I was like, wait, no.
Okay, well, what's your reasoning for having it round two pick?
Because Top Chicken, duh. Way above fucking Cane's, Popeyes, fucking KFC. Fuck that shit.
This is
Chick-fil-A
true.
sauce on top all day, every day. Whether you're getting the nuggies, the sandwich, grilled, crispy, it don't matter. The chicken strips, they got the frosted lemonades. You know, they got it all. The waffle fries. Oh my God, the waffle fries. Can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A unless you try and go on Sunday. Then you're wrong. But
okay, all right. In that case, I'm gonna. For my second round pick, I'm gonna go. Let me sneeze first.
Bless you. Bless you. Wait, bless you. Rapid fire. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Taco Bell, baby. Because listen, how many times have you been drunk or high or on, I don't know what other drugs, we don't judge here. How many times has it been like 1 a.m. and you just need something to really like just hit you, right?
You know, I would love to do that, but years ago, the Taco Bells around my area, ever since COVID, stopped being open past like 11 o'clock.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry
like,
for your
dead
loss.
ass. I used to go to Taco Bell like 4 a.m. Like, yo, I'm hungry. I just played a shit ton of League. I need to go get some food. Go to Taco Bell. The COVID hit, boom. They've started closing so fucking early. I'm like, bro,
that sucks because Taco Bell becomes magical after midnight. I don't know what they do. It does. It hits so different, especially when you're under the influence.
It's all those late night workers that are probably under the influence, not giving a fuck, that just put in extra shit. They're like, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
I think that's what it is.
the number of times I went there and got extra burritos, or they're like, "Oh, here's a Baja Blast that we didn't mean to make, but whatever."
Yeah,
like,
it is.
It's those nighttime workers that just don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I take that. That's a good number 2. That's not a bad one.
All right, so you had Chick-fil-A, you stole it, and then I got Taco Bell.
And we got chatter over here, Shy, saying taco, or what did she say? Chick-fil-A is meh, and I'm a little upset with that. Little upset.
Right,
I was gonna say
meow,
Taco
meow,
Bell,
dude.
but I'm kind of conflicted because my girlfriend hates Taco Bell.
Really?
I
Just
tell
hates
her I'm
Taco
getting
Bell?
Taco Bell. She's like, Taco Bell, gross. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
no.
get it. I don't understand. I can't wrap my mind around
we
it.
shared a lot of like food opinions earlier today because you, and I don't know if they know this, but you're very picky, like annoyingly picky for food. Like there are
me.
there are basic foods, right, that most like ethnic cultures would consider normal, things like onion, peppers,
boy.
spices. You can't do any of that shit for whatever reason. And I'm like, oh my God. I felt bad for Jess. Like she can't cook anything for you. And I'm just like, bro. So the fact that she doesn't like Taco Bell makes me kind of sad because I think that's the first instance of us disagreeing on like a food opinion, which is so unfortunate. You know what? Maybe she's never been to Taco Bell past midnight. I think that's what it is.
She's not a night owl. Before she met me, she used to go to bed at like 8 o'clock.
Damn. Okay, so that's probably it. You know what, Jess, if you're listening to this, next time you come down,
a trip to Dutch Bros for us right now. So any minute I'll be getting Dutch Bros.
Well, let her know that next time you guys are in California, that we got to take her to like a Taco Bell. All right.
Yeah.
Look, Taco Bell headquarters is in Orange County, which it's in Irvine. So it's like a drivable distance from where I am. We could go to the Taco Bell headquarters. I think they do tours of their test kitchen if you do like a reservation or something like that.
Okay.
That could be fun. It would be fun.
All right. Moving
Round
off
three.
the Taco Bell debate.
Round 3. What's your
Going
pick?
on to round 3, which you already heard me pick. I'm gonna take Jack in the Box here.
Yeah.
Take Jack in the Box for my round 3. Just can't go wrong with really good Jack in the Box. They got those like $1.50 tacos that you can get that aren't really that bad. I mean, for fast food tacos, they're pretty good. I'll take those. They have a decent amount of flavor in them. You got those curly fries that if you eat them fresh, those are some best fries.
I think
flavor in them.
I think fries carry a lot of the restaurants here. For real.
I love most of the burgers. Chicken is good, and I don't know how many people actually have tried it or not tried it, but they're like teriyaki chicken bowls actually slap. I like
Really?
their teriyaki chicken bowls are a banger. The number of times I've gone there just to get a bowl, like nothing else, I just got a bowl, teriyaki chicken bowl, pretty good. I like it.
I don't think I've ever had a teriyaki chicken bowl from there.
Never? You gotta try it once. Always get extra sauce. I
Okay.
recommend extra sauce.
Gotcha.
Gotta get a little extra teriyaki in there. But no, the chicken's usually cooked well. The sauce has good flavor. The rice is cooked well. Like, it's good. I like it.
Okay. Let's see. That's gonna make my. This is a little bit tough because we're honestly already kind of, in my opinion, running down the clock as to like any really, really good fast food choices. Because unfortunately, I haven't been to all of these. There's what's the one that I've heard is really good? I think it's like Culver's or something like that. I've heard that they're
Culver's.
I've heard that they have this thing called a Butterburger. But they don't have those in California. We don't have a Culver's, so I've never tried it. So I can't pick it, That being said, of the restaurants that are still available that I have gone to, for my third round pick, this one's gonna be a little bit out of left field.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Hit me with it.
I don't even think it's on this list. It is on the other ones. I'm gonna give it to Jollibee. Yo, shout out!
Another one I don't know what the fuck that is.
Shout out to all my Filipinos in chat. But yeah, Jollibee's. I think their chicken is genuinely better than other like fried chicken places. Things like they're better than like KFC. I actually think they're better than like Popeyes. Not only that, but you can get so much more on the menu than just like their fried chicken. Also, they have like the most amazing like pineapple juice drink. It's so good. Yeah, if you're lucky enough to have a Jollibee's in your area, like what I mean. You can get pasta there. Like you can get spaghetti, Spaghetti is apparently like a really like big deal in the Philippines as far as like, normal menu goes. Like I bet like I when Jess comes back, I need to ask her what she thinks about like Jollibees and all that.
She'll
I love
probably
it.
get hyped.
Yeah, I love it. They have like
We're gonna
most
get shy over here in chat getting hyped about it, and I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, and I was just about to say the Jollibees. In addition, there's like a bakery attached to their restaurant, so you can also get things like their taro pies, which are really, really good. It's a bit of a sleeper underdog hit, but I gotta give respect to the Jollibees. So good.
Okay. Just a quick little side note, because one of our viewers just showed up late and threw in a comment of Canes forever. I just need to let you know Chick-fil-A tops Canes. All right, that is all. Moving on.
I kind of agree. Sorry.
Sorry, CEO, but not sorry at the same time. All right, so I don't really have much comments on Jollibees because, like I said, never heard of it. So I'm glad that all of some of you can get along to it. I'm going to move us along onto my 4th round pick, and this is where someone in chat is going to come for my neck. And my 4th round pick is Wendy's. I love a good Wendy's Baconator. And when we're talking burgers, I'll go to Wendy's over like Burger King, McDonald's, fucking anything.
Have I told you?
For days.
Wait, have I told you my Baconator story? I know I've said this to my chat on stream.
Baconator story?
I have a Baconator story.
Oh no.
Okay, so when I don't remember exactly how old I was. I was a kid. I want to say maybe around like 8 years old when they first introduced the Baconator to the menu. And they went hard on the marketing, right? Commercials, posters, billboards, like magazine ads, right? Everywhere they were talking about the new Baconator. And I was so excited as a kid. I was like, holy shit, this burger looks so good. This is like going to be the greatest burger of all time. And I begged my parents for days to please take us to Wendy's so I could try the brand new Baconator. And finally, after, much convincing, they were like, all right, I guess we'll go. Because at the time, the closest Wendy's to us was a bit of a drive. So they didn't want to go, but they were like, all right, he's really excited for this burger. Let's just go. And man, I was pogging out of my mind in line. I was seeing all the advertisements around the store and I was like, I want this sandwich. I want this burger, this Baconator. I ordered it. They prepare it. We get it. And my dad brings it to the table and I'm so excited. I open the wrapper and it's like the tiniest fucking burger.
Did you get the Junior Baconator?
No, it didn't exist. The Junior Baconator didn't exist. I was expecting like something like thick and juicy, all right? Like a nice meaty burger, especially with the bacon. And it just looked like a really sad burger with like some super limp, floppy bacon on it. Not even like nice and crispy. I don't even think the cheese was like fully melted either. It was just so sad. And I think that was the first time, ever, because I was a kid when this happened. I think this is the first time where I felt like lied to by marketing. Like it was me discovering the deceptiveness.
Finding out Santa's not real.
Yeah, this was me discovering the deceptiveness of marketing, especially food marketing, and just the I'll never forget the feeling of me just being let down by the Baconator. And ever since then, Wendy's has had a bit of a sour spot for me because of that experience. I will admit though, their sides are really good, and I do like that they offer way more sides than just like, fries or onion rings, right? I love me getting some, Wendy's chili or a baked potato, right?
I think last year, it was in the past couple years, but they came out with like cheesy bacon fries. Dude, go get all of the diabetes. We got a question in chat. Do we, the trash guys, remember the launch of the $6 burger and how much of a big deal it was?
I'm
being
Carl's
honest,
Jr., right? I remember.
I don't know what you're talking about. When it comes, here's the thing. When it comes to fast food, I don't pay attention to fast food advertising. The only thing I ever paid attention to was when I would occasionally see the Taco Bell double XL steakerito thing. And those things were massive. Like, I remember those. But throughout my life, I've never really been one for watching TV. So I never saw commercials and like all that shit. I would just go to a place and be like, oh, that's new. I'll try that. So no, I don't know what the $6 burger is, nor do I remember any type of commotion about it.
They're just like, or they were, because I don't think they do this anymore, but they were just like big burgers that you could buy for $6. I think it was they were like.
Was this a Wendy's thing?
No, it was a Carl's Jr. thing. And like, if you wanted the combo though, you'd have to pay more, which I guess makes sense, but it kind of sucks because I think most people, you wouldn't order a burger without like the fries and a drink. So, you go in expecting to pay $6.
They're getting you.
And they're like, no, just the sandwich is $6. If you want the combo, that's $9, which is like the same thing. I don't know. Someone in chat was talking about how they are an ex-employee from Culver's, which is the fast food restaurant I mentioned earlier. Apparently, everything at Culver's is overrated, except for the frozen custard. Oh. But, sometimes there are some things at fast food restaurants that are so good that it kind of carries everything.
This is true. This is true. What one example I guess you could say is like Cane's. Since you want to talk about Cane's, like Cane's is good and all, but honestly, I feel like if they didn't have the Texas toast, like they wouldn't be as good. Their chicken is it's just fried chicken, and their sauce is meh to me. Texas toast? That Texas toast.
I think the sauce does a lot of the heavy lifting as well.
See, their sauce to me is like meh. I really love that toast. I always get extra toast.
All right. Before we keep going, let me tell you what my 4th round pick is, because I think this plays into what we're talking about now. How sometimes some restaurants just need like that one really good item.
Okay.
And for me, that's going to be In-N-Out, baby. All right. Look, you knew it. You knew it. You saw it coming. I'm a Cali boy through and through. The only reason that it wasn't a higher round pick is because I didn't need it to be. I knew you weren't going to pick In-N-Out, so I didn't have to do it right away.
I thought about making it my 4th round, but
you could have stolen it. You could have stolen it from me. But yeah, I'm going to go In-N-Out. Look, it's great. I think In-N-Out is a great restaurant because they know how to make a burger. It's not the most life-changing thing ever. I do think that In-N-Out can get overhyped at times, but they do the one thing, the burger, just so well, and it's so consistent at any In-N-Out that you go to. And it's just good. Yes.
Majority of the time, it really is in and out. Even with the long lines, you just kind of go, and then boom.
I've seen some huge lines at In-N-Out, and just like you said, the time goes by quickly, and you're surprised before you finally get your order.
And I will say they have a lot of, I don't want to say customability, but their secret menu, man, you can get a 7-patty, 8-patty, 4-patty, you can get animal style, you can get lettuce wrap style for like the protein style, like shit. I punched the shit out of my mic.
Yeah. I ate a 4x4 burger at In-N-Out and I threw up.
Oh, really?
It was so much.
I either get a 4x4 or a 5x5 usually.
Yeah, despite how I look, I wasn't built for that much meat. All right, I have to take a little bit less, man.
Hey, someone pull him on that. Put in the 4K.
Look, I'm not a size king.
Can't take all the meat.
I can't. It's a little too much, That's why I like my fries. I like my sides and my drinks to kind of balance out everything. Otherwise, I would just get double, triple burgers all the time, and that's just not me. I like a more well balanced, kind of experience. But that's my 4th round pick.
Okay. All right. I agree with that. Not too bad. I'm a little upset because I was hoping it would last till the 5th round. That was like my go-to 5th round pick. So now I'm kind of like up in the air. I would say for my 5th round pick, God.
Yeah, there's not a lot. There's not a lot left.
Now running out of good ones.
Now, exactly. Now, because it's 10, and now you're realizing there really aren't more than like 10 good fast food.
Well, not one. Yeah.
That you've tried among the ones that you've tried.
True. You know what? I know who my 5th round is gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take Qdoba. I love Qdoba.
Really?
I'm gonna take Qdoba. Yep. Qdoba. I go and get a bowl with some fucking what is it? Pork and brisket and rice. It's just good. It's just good. It's always nice.
I've never had it. I've never had it. Yeah,
never had Qdoba?
I don't know if they have that in SoCal, to be honest.
Oh, is that?
I can't remember seeing one in my area.
A small chain. Have you ever had Chipotle?
No, I've had Chipotle. Yeah.
Is it kind of like that? Just like Chipotle, like exactly the same. They just use different types of like recipes and ingredients. It's the exact. You walk in, you can build a burrito, build a bowl. It's the same thing. Okay. So you have that custom ability to put in like what you want, which is I think the safe 5th round pick. I like that style of food. I mean, the only other thing like it that I can think of is like Mod Pizza or Blaze Pizza, but where you go in, make your own pizza. Those types of places. I like those.
Okay. Well, speaking of pizza, We don't have any pizza on our
Oh
list
shit!
yet.
I'm slacking. How do I have no pizza?
Yeah,
It's
you have
fine.
no pizza.
fine.
It's
I was
like
at a loss, man. I was at
I
a
feel
loss.
I feel like we have all like the main fast food. You know, you got a Chinese restaurant, chicken, burger joints, Mexican food, right? But we don't got. I'm gonna put some respect on pizza, and I don't know.
Please do.
I feel like I gotta preface this because I feel like some people are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And I gotta tell you, I'll explain. But my 5th round pick is going to be Little Caesars Pizza for one reason in particular. One reason in particular.
What pizza places?
Just the sheer amount of value that you get from a pizza place. Let me tell you, sure, Pizza Hut might be better tasting, but is it worth an extra $15? For me personally, I don't think so. I really don't think so.
You got me there, but
Listen,
no. You gotta hear me out. You gotta hear me out.
you know, okay, let me explain a little further. Let me give you another example. When you're throwing a house party, okay? Now, I don't know about how many people, you know, in chat. I was kind of a Chad in college, okay? I had a social life, believe it or not. This was before I threw it all away to become a Twitch streamer. But anyway, I had friends and I had people over. And when you throw a party, you need 2 things. You need cheap alcohol, which is why vodka is everyone's, you know, begrudgingly their favorite. But you also need some cheap food to match. And like, I'm not going to spend $50 to feed like 10 people, right? I'm going to spend $15 getting 3 Little Caesars pizza, and that's more than enough. All right.
I'm just saying, if we're talking value for pizza to feed a large party, I'm going to Costco. Getting fucking couple large ass Costco pizzas.
Fair, but that's not on the fast food list.
I was rebutting your argument there. Now, I have to ask you, because you know I like Little Caesars. I go there and I get the Parmesan garlic butter all over. Like, oh, that's so good. But it's advertised as hot and ready, right? As hot and ready, how long do you think some of those pizzas have been sitting there hot and ready and fresh?
Oh, yeah, no, probably like 20 minutes minimum.
Like, you get 5-10 minutes to like start eating it, and after like 10 minutes, those things are good. The rating goes from like here to just boom, like through the floor. Like, they go, well, I'll eat it, but I really don't want to.
Well, that's why I saved Little Caesars for my final round. You know, I didn't jump at the chance to pick it. But I do want to shout out its value, because I think a lot of times, especially recently, I feel like people are getting carried away with fast food, right? They're starting to charge like 20, 25. I see there's I think like Shake Shack, if you want like a combo with a burger and fries, at least the one that I've been to in LA recently, it's like $25. And I'm like, bro, who the hell is charging these crazy, even McDonald's, you're going to spend $15, $18 on like a combo meal. And you know, it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much more expensive fast food has gotten. And Little Caesars, I know they raised their price as well, but it's still like $5.50. All right, for a whole pizza. And so, you know, growing up in a family that didn't have a lot of money, I gotta like put some respect on their name for continuing all these years to provide that value. It's not the greatest, but damn if it'll get you through some tough times.
And I gotta say, because you know, you kind of brought up the prices and stuff. I will commend Little Caesars for sticking to the price. You know, kind of like Arizona tea. You know, they've always stayed at that 99 cents, whatever. But I saw a video recently about how the CEO of McDonald's doesn't understand the public outburst at like why McDonald's prices are raising and something like everyone else is raising their price, yada yada.
Yeah.
Do you not understand, McDonald's, that your place on the totem pole is the cheap food? People don't go to you because you're good. People go to you because you're cheap. If you start matching prices with other places, people are gonna go to those other places. Know your place, McDonald's.
It's actually insane how out of touch he is. It's like that Bill Gates interview where he thought that I think they asked him like the prices of groceries, and they asked him how much he thought like a watermelon cost, like a whole watermelon, and he was like, yeah, that's like $30. And it's just like, bro, it's not, and they're just so out of touch.
Whole watermelon, I don't even know.
Or in today's dollars, it's definitely more than it was when that interview happened. But, you know, the point is that a lot of the people that are owners of companies tend to be very out of touch with, like, their clientele, you know?
No, I agree. It's, you can't You can't expect those people. They're just like, oh, well, we got to make more money here. So, and they just don't know. They don't know. McDonald's is there for the family of 8 that need to go get a bunch of dollar cheeseburgers. What upsets me is I think it was years ago.
Did they get rid of the dollar menu?
Yeah, something about that. Like, I don't remember what they did, but years ago, they actually got on, like, if you notice, McDonald's is the only place that ever had a dollar menu. Everyone else had like a value menu or whatever, because McDonald's trademarked or some shit to where no other place could have it. They're like, you know what? We have the dollar menu. It's our dollar menu. And then, it got them that you go there, get a McChicken, a McDouble, whatever for $1. I used to love going getting 3 McDoubles for $3.20, whatever, after tax, right? And then suddenly you go there, they now have a value menu, and it's like $1.68, or it's like, bitch, bring your dollar menu back. That's what you're here for,
right? It's insane. They don't even use that dollar menu anymore. It's so sad. They have, again, they branded it as a value menu, and the cheapest I think they have is like a $2 McChicken, which is like, dude, that used to be $1 back in my day. I used to have a McDonald's across the street from my high school, and that was just like the hangout spot for a lot of us, a lot of the students there. It was fun 100%. And it was very cheap.
All right, now finishing up this real quick, this little draft that we had going, just to kind of clarify, so everyone that came in a little late in chat, or any of the viewers, anything, just to get that information back out there. For my draft, I had number 1 pick was Panda Express, number 2 Chick-fil-A, number 3 Jack in the Box, number 4 Wendy's, number 5 Qdoba, and I didn't even know that people didn't know what that was, but it's on there, it's staying. Basuda's number 1 pick McDonald's, his number 2 pick Taco Bell, number 3 Jollibee's, which I don't know what that is, number 4 In-N-Out, and number 5 Little Caesars. So you guys can go ahead and kind of decide who you think had the better draft. We can talk about that later, maybe in the Discords or something like that. We do have those areas to talk about those, but those are the drafts. And honestly, I might be a little biased, but I think mine's better.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's start building like a tier list from the restaurants that we've drafted first, because I still feel that we still have some similarities in opinion when it comes to some of these, like, because these are our like top level restaurants, so these should be like the S and A tiers of this tier list, right? So let's start with like your first round pick. Let's go with Panda. You would put Panda in S tier, right?
Yes. 100%. I would put Panda in S tier.
Okay.
If this thing will start working correctly.
Let's see. I'm a little conflicted, just because let me see if I can like persuade you at all. But just I feel like there are much better.
I want you
Chinese
to give me a better
options.
fast food Chinese restaurant. Fast food, not sit down.
The thing is, now we're judging it between like other fast food restaurants, not even necessarily fast food Chinese restaurants. Technically, there's a bunch, but they're not like national chains. And I think Chinese food in particular loses out a lot to mom and pop shop restaurants that like are around in the area. I know at least here there are maybe like 2 or 3 Chinese restaurants I'd rather go to before choosing Panda Express. I think the biggest drawback is just the price. Panda is kind of pricey for what they offer, which is like rice and chicken. And you go to other Chinese food restaurants and I can get way more at Panda for like $10, and that same amount of food at Panda would cost me almost $20. That includes a drink.
You go get 2 entrees and a side, and that's $10.58 after tax.
No way. I've been to Panda before, and I've definitely spent like
if you get no drink or anything and you get 2 entrees and a side, it's like $10.58 after tax.
I'm talking with drink though. All right, my local Chinese restaurant.
If you go to mom and pop, me and Jess just ordered Chinese the other day.
Yeah.
And when you order, if you don't order, like, because obviously they have like the combos, but even the combos sitting there are usually between $13 and $17. And that's just for those. And then if you want to order a la carte, it's almost $9 a la carte per each thing. So
it's the opposite for me. It is the opposite for me. And I think, yeah, it's cheaper to get it at a mom. I'm telling you this right now. There is a Chinese restaurant that I eat at all the time. It's like, it's really close to me, so I can just walk there and get food and come back. a 2-item combo, right, with a drink after taxes is like $11.
Okay.
It's insane.
Okay.
And the thing is, that's the norm here. I don't know if maybe, your place has a little, I don't know, a bit of a higher expectation, a higher tax or something on Chinese food. But for me, the value is what pushes Panda down to A tier. I still think it's good. The food, I really do like their wontons at Panda. Okay. They're like my favorite items there. I'm not saying the food is bad. I still think it is a very like top level, like top tier fast food place. I'm just saying that if we're comparing apples to apples, other fast food Chinese places, I do think that a lot of areas
a lot of those other maybe it's different for where you're at, but for where I'm at, a lot of the Chinese fast food places aren't actually, they're mom and pop sit down restaurants that you can just order to go. And I thought when we had this conversation earlier with Cheesecake Factory, that's not fast food. A sit down restaurant with a server is not fast food.
I think you're confused. I'm talking about Chinese food restaurants where they have the food like made and they have them in trays at the counter like Panda Express, right? Yeah. And then you order the food and you take it with you to go.
Panda is the only place I know of with the food out in the window trays like that. Chinese.
That's crazy. Okay, so it is a difference in culture
so
and area.
It's really, I just don't know what restaurants you're talking about then.
Yeah. Okay. There's like pretty much, there is so many Chinese restaurants here, at least in Southern California, that are like Panda, but they're mom and pop owned. The food is better in my opinion, and it's a lot cheaper.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I was literally thinking every time you said mom and pop Chinese restaurant, I'm okay,
like a sit down restaurant. No. Like an express kitchen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't think we have any of those in my area.
Maybe it's like a really urbanized area thing. Like you got to be like near LA, Houston, New York to kind of get those kinds of restaurants. I think maybe the further out you go, the less likely you are to run into those. I still think that
I'll allow A. It's not going
I'm
any
fine
lower
with
than A tier.
No, I don't think it should be any lower than A tier.
Right.
I'm fine with Panda at like a very high A. It's just hard for me to like
now going
put anything lower.
With your number one tier, McDonald's.
Yeah.
If we're talking quality of, like, how are we in this? Are we talking quality of food or what? Because McDonald's as a whole, especially with them raising their prices and stuff like that, I don't know if they can even be higher than a B tier. Like, regardless of how they rated on your list. Like, I'm just talking about this tier list.
I think McDonald's in like 2014 would have been like S tier. I really think that. But nowadays, McDonald's 2023, you're right
like
that
a C or B. Like,
I don't think it's that low either.
I'd say B. I don't think you can put McDonald's in the same tier as Panda. The quality of food is different. They're raising their prices. They fucking ice cream machines always fucking broken. Like, there's literally an entire internet meme about that. Like, I don't think it can go higher than B.
I think a B. I think I'm comfortable with putting it at a B. Only because, like, as good as the food, I still think the food is good. And, like, sure, quality is, like, a separate thing. For me, sometimes if just the quality of the food comes down to how good does it taste. And McDonald's has that down pat. That being said, their food, especially their fries, they fall off so hard. All right. McDonald's fries, when they are fresh, right out the fryer, nice and crispy. Oh oh God, they're so fucking good. But if you don't eat them in like 5 minutes, they go cold and limp and they get all like mushy. And oh my God, it's like that with a lot of their food. If
now,
you don't eat the food.
To be fair, I will say very few fast food places have good fries after they're not fresh. There are a couple, but very
like
few.
5 minutes? That's what I mean is it falls off the fastest.
Not that fast, but
it's ridiculous. So I actually, I'm going to agree and put McDonald's at like a B tier. It has really high highs, but also some really low lows. And I think that's just a little too inconsistent for me to place it any higher than a B tier. I can agree with McDonald's at B.
All right. Now, for my number 2 pick, Chick-fil-A, I'm going to be fair here. I'm going to put this at an A. As much as I want to put it as an S,
really,
I can't help because I know I want to put it in S, but I also know they're very expensive. And also, you can't tell me that you always just happen to crave it on the one day of the week they're not open.
Fucking like hell, dude. Yes.
That one day you always want it. It's always Sunday. You're like, bro, I want Chick-fil-A today.
How did they? Dude, how do they chemically engineer their chicken to make it so you always crave it on a Sunday?
I don't
God.
know. So for that reason, I don't feel comfortable putting it S. I also know there's a big debate in the chicken community. So, we'll be fair here. We'll put it at an A. We'll call it there. I don't think there's any arguments from your side, is there?
No, I was actually, if you wanted to put it in S, I would have agreed with you. I don't think I would.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm trying to be kind
right,
of
but this is
fair
like
here.
this was like your draft pick. I wasn't really gonna push you too much because I didn't like. I also like Chick-fil-A. I wanted it. I wanted it for like my second round as well.
All right, since we both wanted it, I'm moving up to S. Fuck it.
Their chicken is so good, dude.
It is.
It's so
is.
good.
Everyone in chat, haters, get out of here.
Their waffle
No
fries
hate.
are great. All their sauces, the Chick-fil-A
People in chat
sauce,
saying
the honey
F
mustard,
tier?
Polynesian.
F tier.
They're just sad because it's like they want it on Sundays.
Okay.
That's their fault.
All right. Next, you're number 2, Taco Bell. All right. They don't.
Off rip, I just want to put Taco Bell at like a B.
I'd agree. I'd say the quality is up there with McDonald's.
Yeah,
good for the price, but
Mhm.
like especially with them not being open as late, at least in my area anymore. Like I'd give it a B, maybe an A. I could see it being up A. Like you said, it just hits different in those late nights, right? Like
It's S after midnight, but
A. I'm gonna go A in general. Is my thought.
You think A? I could do like a low A.
I think A. I think it's above McDonald's. I think Taco Bell is better than McDonald's. I would go Taco Bell. If you ask me what I want to eat, I'd say Taco Bell more often than I'd say McDonald's.
I see. Okay, all right. I can put Taco Bell in an A. I'm okay with that. Like I said, it's S after midnight, but it's like B all the other time. So I think that kind of averages out to like an A. You know what I mean?
Shy, we're not. Why are you guys calling us trolls? We're being honest here, okay? We're being fair, all right?
Tell you, fast food opinions are. I tell you, we're gonna get down
right now.
We're gonna get down and dirty, like really in the weeds of it, in the thick of it.
We're on my number 3
Yeah.
pick, Jack in
Yeah.
the Box. Okay.
Ooh.
Honestly,
Carried by like everything that isn't a burger. I'm gonna be
got
real
the
with
curly fries.
Mhm. I love their jalapeno poppers. They're like,
tacos.
yep. The chicken tender's not too bad either. Did you ever get their egg rolls? They had like egg rolls for a while.
No, certain things I can't do from fast food. Like
Fair enough. They were kind of good though. But what I'm trying to say is that like I feel when you think of Jack in the Box, you think of everything but their burgers.
I think of their burgers.
Really?
I love their number 7. Their number 7's really good. I also like their chicken sandwiches. Like
Brother,
I've gotten a wide range of things from Jack in the Box.
I could not tell you what the number 7 at Jack in the Box is.
Yeah, I know, but I can't. Because that's I either get the number 7, I either get one of their chicken clubs, or I get the teriyaki chicken bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Those are those things I get. So
I do applaud them for the variety that they have. Again, not just in all the side dishes that we mentioned, but like even their burgers, because I know they use like different kinds of breads. Like they have like an entire line of burgers that are like specifically made with the sourdough bread, and I do kind of like
and
those.
they got like the buttery brochet bun, or like whatever the fuck it's called. Like they have some good buns. I
Yeah.
think someone in chat is saying something about their quality, and I would agree. I think their quality and their consistency as a whole
Right.
for the things they make is pretty good. I give them an A tier.
100%. I think more than most restaurants, it depends. Like your experience at Jack in the Box depends on where you are, because I have a Jack in the Box near me that's like really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of close a little earlier, and I've had instances where if I wanted to order Jack in the Box late night, I'd have to go to one that's a little further out, and that one fucking sucks. It's so bad. They always forget like my sauces, right? They never remember to put them in the bag. I started having to ask for my burgers with no mayonnaise, because I swear to God, they would just make and they would just fucking splatter mayonnaise all over my fucking sandwich. And I'm like, brother, this isn't a burger. This is like a puddle of mayonnaise with maybe a patty in there somewhere. So I had to just start ordering it like with no mayonnaise, because it was, what the fuck? So I don't know. Jack in the Box is very, very location dependent.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards A. I feel like it's on the same level as Taco Bell. I mean, I don't know.
I'm fine.
I feel like it's up there. I feel like I'd go A.
I would put it in A, but below Taco Bell.
Yeah, too bad we
Yeah,
can't do that.
it's just I just can't put it much higher than that. It really depends.
All right, we're in agreement on A. Perfect. Now, I will say your next one I don't think is on our list. Jollibees?
It's not, but I had to give it like a shout out anyway because it
fair,
is
that's
really
fair.
good. I mean, so you have no experience with Jollibees. Honestly, this is like a really high A, maybe even an S tier. It's just one of those restaurants you have to experience because it is a little hard to explain. It is a Filipino fried chicken chain. So think of like, you know, KFC, KFC, Cane's, etc. But it's just better. It's just better. I feel like the chicken has a richer taste, but it's like less greasy, which is nice because I think that's one of my biggest like pet peeves about a lot of fried chicken places is just how greasy the chicken can somehow be. I get it. You have to fry the chicken in the oil for it to be fried chicken. I understand that. But there are ways to like, you know, degrease it afterwards or maybe use like a lighter amount of oil or there are ways to minimize the greasiness of fried chicken that a lot of other places don't really do. And I feel like Jollibee's does go that extra mile so that you get the enjoyment of fried chicken without a lot of the drawbacks of how greasy it usually is. So I like it. And again, we talked about variety, right? We talked about it with Taco Bell and Jack in the Box and how I think in both our minds having variety, not too much, but enough variety is good for a restaurant. And again, Jollibee has that in spades between their like pasta offerings or their bakery as well. Honestly, I want to put Jollibee's in S. I'm fine with an A though, just given that you don't have a lot of experience with it really.
It's fine. I can go with that one.
Okay.
I was gonna go ahead since we didn't have Jollibees. I was just gonna move to your next one down, which would be In-N-Out.
Right.
How we think about the In-N-Out. It is on your list, so I'll let you get first opinions on it.
I actually want to hear what you think of In-N-Out. Have you had it before? Did you have it when you were down
I
here?
love In-N-Out. We have it here. We have like 3 of them here in this.
Oh, okay,
town.
sick. Okay, well then what do you think of it?
I think that they are good. I think what a lot of people really like about it is the one thing that I don't like about it, which is their animal style. I'm not a big fan of their animal style sauce or whatever their sauce is. I like their burgers. I think their burgers are decent quality. I love their milkshakes. But honestly, the things I like about In-N-Out are really just, you know, I want to go get a 1 a.m. burger that's, you know, pretty decent with a milkshake. Their fries are meh. Like I'm giving it a B in my opinion. Like I put In-N-Out below the other one. Below.
You're putting
it's
In-N-Out
good.
at the same tier as McDonald's.
Yes.
I can't.
Here's my thing. I like In-N-Out. I like it, but in my mind, I don't go there enough. Like it's never something like, ooh, I want In-N-Out. Ooh, I want In-N-Out. Like in my mind, I would say I want Panda, Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, or Chick-fil-A before I'd be like, ooh, I want In-N-Out. Like if someone says, hey, do you want In-N-Out? I'm be like, yeah, sure. Let's get In-N-Out. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild to me that you would choose Panda over In-N-Out.
But like I said, the thing I think everyone likes, like you like their sauce, right? Like that animal style.
No,
like, you don't. Okay,
I like it, but it's not like the most amazing thing ever. I like a good animal style fries here and there, but it's like it's not necessary. What I like about In-N-Out is the burger, and the great thing about it is that it's very consistent. We just talked about how Jack in the Box kind of lost points for not being very consistent sometimes. In-N-Out, every single In-N-Out I've ever gone to, and a lot of people say this as well, that no matter which In-N-Out you go to, the burgers are always good. You're always going to get really good quality food, and it's always going to be good. And it's like, I think part of the reason is because In-N-Out isn't a fully national chain. It's only available in some states. And I think that smaller scale helps the company sort of maintain that consistency. And it's just good every time you go. I think it's one of the most solid bets as far as like any of the fast food restaurants here are concerned.
And I'm totally down with letting it be A tier. Like I could see it being A tier. I just kind of went off my instincts, you know? Like when I really thought about it, like B tier just kind of was what first came to my mind. Like if you think A tier, I'm down with A tier, but I don't think S tier if you're trying to go S tier.
I would have put it like a low S, but I'll put it at a high A, but I'm putting it above Panda.
Okay, you do that. I'm not. But anyways, really quick side note because we do. My girlfriend just got back with my Dutch Bros. Do you want her
Okay.
to comment really quick on Jollibees? Do you
Yeah.
want to hear her opinion?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Basoda would like to hear your opinion on Jollibees.
Jess, what do you think of
I've
Jollibees?
never heard of it. I don't know what it is. So you just for the chat, tell everyone what you think about Jollibees.
Delicious?
Oh my gosh, she's being awkward.
Delicious?
She's getting stage fright.
It's fine. I heard delicious. That's good enough for me.
All right. Yes. So she says it's delicious, but
I see. Yeah, no, agree. It's great. If Jollibees was on this list, I would put it at an S.
well, apparently this weekend when I go to San Fran, she's making me get Jollibees. So I'll
Cool.
report back to you next week on that.
All right, there we go. We got some content for next week. We'll revisit Jollibees briefly. We'll probably do it at the beginning of the episode next week.
Yeah, you can ask me all about it.
Gotcha.
I can tell you about all the things I didn't try.
Right. All right. Next restaurant was Wendy's. Wendy's
yes,
nuts.
Wendy's. I'm that's A. Like not even a thought. I'm putting that at A. We're gonna have a lot of A tier, I think.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with
The
Wendy's. at A.
Baconator, the fries, all the Frosties. Oh my god, I love a good Frosty.
I'm still
question for you, but vanilla
Yeah.
or chocolate?
Honestly, depends. If it's Christmas time, peppermint Frosty.
That's not what I asked, but yes.
I don't
Yes.
care. I don't care. Peppermint Frosty clears.
Okay, now I'm just gonna throw this out there right now. I want to put Wendy's at S tier almost, but at the same time I don't. I'd say it's like a high A. I'd put
Right.
Wendy's on the same on mine. It'd be like Panda, Wendy's, and then like Taco Bell, Jack in the Box, and then In-N-Out on like the A. But like
See,
Wendy's is up there. It's close.
See, I got In-N-Out first, and then like Wendy's right next to it.
Okay.
Okay, so
I just
that
got
one.
word that they're bringing the strawberry Frosty back. Too bad I'm not a
Pog?
strawberry fan.
Pog.
Else that would be cool.
Pogs in chat though.
All right. Your last one, Little Caesars. Is that
Little
even on here?
Caesars. Yeah, it is. I'm fine
there it
putting
is.
this in like B or C because, like I said, its only redeeming value is really the value of it. I will admit that it loses out to pretty much every other pizza in terms of like flavor and quality, but I only had it as my draft pick because again, I needed to just shout out like one of the fast food places that has gotten me and my family through a lot of tough times just because again, a whole pizza for $5 is ridiculous. There has not been a restaurant that can beat that.
Now, I'm going to throw this out there. I don't even know. I just saw it in chat, and I don't know if this company is a very wide-known company, but someone said Capriotti's is better than Jersey Mike's. God damn, I love Capriotti's. Holy shit. I don't think they're on our list, but I just needed to throw that out there because I saw it in chat. Yeah, I'm going to put Little Caesars at C as well because
I'm okay with that.
Caesars, C, why not? Fuck it.
Makes sense. And then your last pick was Qdoba, which I've never heard of.
Is that on? Oh, it is on here. Qdoba.
Yeah.
Mexican. Honestly, it's good. I love to get it when I'm in the mood for it, and I've never had bad Qdoba.
You said it's similar to like Chipotle. Can you like maybe compare the two of them for me or like?
I hate Chipotle.
Really?
I love Qdoba.
Okay.
Whatever spices, meats, or whatever Chipotle puts in their shit, I hate Chipotle. I don't like the flavor or like the textures of it, but when I go to Qdoba, I love it.
Okay,
it's the same style. It's literally you walk up there, you say, "I want either a bowl or a fucking burrito." They
right,
thing.
like a Subway, but for Mexican food.
It's
okay,
the exact same shit. I hate Chipotle. I love Qdoba.
So from what you're saying, okay, because I've never had a Qdoba, and I'm just kind of like basing it off of my Chipotle experience. If you say it's like Chipotle, but you don't like the Chipotle stuff, I don't know, man. To me, it just sounds like Qdoba is like a really bland, spiceless version of Chipotle for white people.
No, okay, no.
Like, I mean, I love the flavors of Chipotle.
They have the spicy fucking queso. They have the salsas. They have all the stuff that you can put on it.
I'm just
what you want.
I'm just saying it how it is.
They also have. I feel like they have a wider selection of meats as well. They have like
Whiter?
a chicken, a brisket, wider. Like they have more things for you to choose from. Shut the
Wider.
fuck up! Don't come at me like that. Anyways, I'm gonna put Qdoba at B. I would put the other things at it. I do love it for what it is, but I only want it on occasion. It's like I'm driving home from work. I'm like, you know what? I want Qdoba, and I go to Qdoba, get it, go home, eat it. You know.
Gotcha.
Also slightly pricey, especially when you do double meats, but you know it's fine.
I guess
But
we
they
can.
also, on a side note, they have Jarritos that you can get at the end for drinks. And it's
Okay, that just put it up a tier for me. Not even joking.
they
that
literally have
that,
Jarritos.
that might have saved my opinion on Qdoba. Not on God, for real. Just Jarritos are so good.
Yeah, right
and
by
just
the register.
Any
Big old
restaurant
fridge.
that like puts that shit in their like drink menu is like instant respect for me. They know. Okay, so I'm
We've
fine
been
with.
dating months, and I've had Qdoba twice. What do you mean I get it lots? Don't come at
We've
me
been
like
dating
that.
months. This is
No,
news to
sorry,
me,
someone in
guys.
my chat, my girlfriend
Someone.
just came in chat.
Okay, I was about to say, like, you called your girlfriend someone. Like, damn,
Sorry,
dude.
man. It's a habit of when I read chat during
First
our
you
little
can't
talk
eat her
shows, I just
food,
say
and now
someone.
you're just,
Oh my
bro.
god.
Oh,
All right, back on
no,
topic
dude.
here. Back on topic. Okay, moving on. I'm just gonna start from the top of the list here to keep this going.
Right.
So the first one here is Arby's.
Mhm.
I know
Oh,
we talked about this before in the past about
yeah,
like Arby's and Carl's Jr.
my
and who
dad.
the fuck are the people keeping them in business?
My dad is the only person I know that like genuinely likes Arby's. I've told this story before about how every time like I spend time with my dad and we're like thinking about going out to get food or something, he always tries to sneak in Arby's as like an option. He'll be like, "Hey, do you want like pizza, sandwiches, some Arby's? Maybe we go to that like family restaurant down the street. We haven't been to Arby's in a while. Are you feeling like seafood, fish tacos by the pier? How about Arby's? It's been a while since we went." He keeps trying to get me to go to Arby's. So every once in a while, I just have to indulge him and be like, "All right, you know what, Dad? Fine, let's go get Arby's, I guess." And he like lights up. He's so excited to get that roast beef or like the French dip or whatever that he gets over there. And
I will say they are way too overpriced and fucking they're
Right?
man, I'm never craving Arby's, but I did go to Arby's. I want to say like last month. I went to Arby's because I was driving to work and it was just on the way and I was early to work, so I was like, fuck it, grabbed Arby's. They're actually really good. Like, it's a good sandwich. It's literally just fucking a bunch of fucking what is the meat they use?
It's like roast beef.
Something like
It's
that.
sliced
I don't
roast
fucking
beef.
know. Yeah, but it's actually good. Like just the two ingredients, the way like somehow they make just two ingredients decent, and it's good. I like it. It's not bad. But it's not. It's like it's never something that I'm craving. I would almost put Arby's below Little Caesars because I'm never in the mood to be like, yeah, I want Arby's.
Exactly. I mean, I'm not saying it's okay. I can't really get into Arby's because everything I eat from there just reminds me of like school lunch, right? I don't know if it's like the cheese with the roast beef combo or the type of bread they use. It just reminds me of like a school lunch tray that's been sitting out in the sun at recess. And I just can't get into it. And you're right that other than my dad, I don't know anyone that is genuinely like, you know what? I want to go get Arby's today. I'm honestly fine with putting it in D tier.
Now, real quick, while we're talking about D tier, just looking at the next one, I'm gonna throw Burger King in there as well.
No,
when was the last time you craved Burger King?
Never. No like arguments for me. I am down to put Burger King in the ground where it deserves.
All right,
its only saving grace is its spicy nuggets because they actually have a really good deal on spicy nuggets, better than McDonald's. But like, even then, I'm kind of like, Wendy's.
Oh, you know what I just remembered while we're talking about fast food? I'm gonna. This is a Bosetta trigger warning. How does it feel to know the McRib's not coming back?
I actually feel good about that because it's 100% a market. It's a marketing ploy.
I thought
100%.
I thought that was the whole thing, is how much you love the McRib and love to see it out every year.
I love the McRib, and I was sad, but then I did some research. Turns out this isn't the first farewell tour that they've done of the McRib. It's actually the third.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, okay,
Damn.
it's just a marketing thing.
I was trying to get a little jab in there. Damn it.
It'll be back. It'll be back next year. I am not worried at all.
All right.
It'll be back next year.
I'm gonna try and speed this along a little bit here because we've already gone a little bit past, but we will finish this fucking list. I don't care.
Boston Market.
Boston Market. I don't fucking know this one.
F tier. F tier.
F.
F
All
tier.
right, cool.
It sucks.
Bojangles.
Never heard of it. Never had it.
IDK.
IDK tier. Buffalo Wild Wings. You actually worked here, didn't you?
Yes, I was a server at Buffalo Wild Wings, which makes it really weird for me to think this is fast food. But, we'll whatever. It's on the list, so we'll deal with it.
Yeah.
I did this one cool thing. I had one of the cooks make me a little contraption because we used to offer quesadillas on the kids menu. But I would have them chop up some of the boneless wings. I would have them combine it with the mac and cheese that we had, and I would have them make a mac and cheese boneless teriyaki wing quesadilla. Yeah, you gotta use the boneless so that it actually gets in the quesadilla. So I had a macaroni teriyaki chicken quesadilla, and oh my god, that shit was the bomb. But I mean, as far as wings and bar food go, I would honestly put it at B tier. I prefer Buffalo Wild Wings over Wingstop and like other wing places. I like them. Even working there, like when you work in a food place, sometimes you get over that food. Like,
Yeah, you didn't get over
I
it?
never really had a problem with Buffalo. Is pretty good. They got some things on their menu right now since I've left that are kind of questionable.
Yeah.
But overall, I'd give them a B.
I'm fine with B-dubs at a B. I don't think like they're amazing wings, but yeah, compared to the other places on this list, I do feel like it's probably a little better. I've always been a sauce over rub kind of guy when it comes to my wings.
Sauces all day. See, now my opinion's not that great because I know there's people that fucking tried 20 million different flavors of wings. I either do barbecue or teriyaki. That's
enough.
all I got. Or sometimes I'll do lemon pepper or the garlic parmesan.
Their mango habanero is really, really good. I know you'll never have it, but it's really good.
I've tried it.
It's good.
Yeah,
I like it. It's very spicy, but there's also a lot of really good flavor behind it.
Sorry, chat. I got to disagree with you. Wingstop's not better.
We'll get to Wingstop. It's on this list, I think, right? I think so.
I don't
It's not.
see it. No, it's not there.
That's
Which
crazy.
means it's not good enough to make the list because Wingstop sucks.
That's wild. I'm glad that Paddle Snake isn't our guest this time because he loves Wingstop. I'm pretty sure one of his emotes is like a Wingstop cat. He loves Wingstop. It's like his go-to wing place. I unfortunately would have to put Wingstop at like a C tier. It's good, but again, I'm a sauces over spice like rub kind of guy when it comes to buffalo wings. I like my wings saucy, not dry. That's just me personally. And so it's like that's what makes B-dubs a tier above. But I would put Wingstop at a C. Just me personally.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that.
Cane's, okay. This is controversial. This is gonna be controversial. I already know.
Okay. We're gonna say our tiers on the count of 3 for Cane's, okay? Ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
C.
C. We're in agreement. Here's the thing, it's the controversy for the chat. Everyone listening, they're not going to agree with us. They're not ready for this conversation, guy. But I agree, Cane's and C.
Fun. C. All right, then there's not much to discuss. We're not arguing with chat right now.
They're saying L opinion plus ratio plus you're trolling. People leave.
Kasai, you put Arby's and BK and B tier. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I told you, they're not ready for this conversation. Overpriced, carried by sauce and toast. Like, the chicken itself is like mid.
Yeah, like, honestly, who the fuck likes coleslaw? And you're going to make that a normal side for every meal unless
you're
sub it out?
Paying extra for sauce and a side. Like, it's just...
Fuck your slaw.
It's not. It's fine every once in a while, but look, man, you're not going to see me, pick Cane's over, like, Popeyes or Jollibee or anything like that.
I go to Cane's if someone's like, yo, I'm going to Cane's. What do you want? Oh, I want the 3-piece meal. Or, oh, I want the 5-piece meal. Make sure to get me no slaw, extra sauce, extra toast. There you go. Like, it's nothing crazy.
Cane's doesn't season their chicken well enough. Exactly.
They just make it extra crispy. They do make crispy ass chicken.
Nice texture, but I don't know. Needs a little more flavor, a little more pizzazz for me with how many fried chicken places are out there. It's just not enough. Church's Chicken. Speaking of,
never heard of.
I've heard of it. I think it's like F tier. To be honest.
Perfect. Checkers. The name sounds familiar to me, but I can't.
Rallies. Have you heard of Rallies? It's the same restaurant. It's like Hardee's and Carl's Jr. Rallies and Checkers. I have to double check to make sure Dark Star isn't in here today, because I know this motherfucker loves going to Checkers. He will race down the highway at like 1 a.m. to get some Checkers, because he does this at the beginning of my streams all the time. So I just want to make sure he's not here. Because
so we're not allowed to put Checkers in F tier, because I don't even know what the fuck it is. This one's all you. Whatever you say it is, we'll put it there, because I don't know this one.
I'm gonna be real with you. Every time I've had Checkers, I've almost only gotten their like buffalo wings, because they actually have a pretty cheap and good deal on buffalo wings sometimes. They're not as good as B-dubs, so I don't want to put it higher than a B. Also,
apparently they're really good, because everyone in chat is spamming S. Like,
the one time I had Rallies that wasn't their buffalo wings, I did get like a burger one time. I got food poisoning. So
Ooh, ain't looking good for all you Checkers fans out there. Sorry.
that's kind of like, and I know this is like just my personal experience, but you know, I can't in good faith put it any higher than a C.
All right. It's a C with Checkers.
I
We're
just-
really good
just-
at this alphabetizing.
Yeah, nobody tell Darkstar though. You know what? Do you want to go again? Do you want to put Chipotle in C tier?
Yeah.
All right, I'm fine
Right
with
there,
that.
C. Right below Qdoba.
I still have to try Qdoba, so I
The
can't.
only reason I'm not putting Chipotle lower than fucking, or like with Arby's and Burger King and shit like that is because at least sometimes, like, I don't know, I feel like I'd probably get Chipotle more often because someone would be like, oh, the number of times someone's been like, oh, I'm going to Qdoba, and I'm like, oh, I want a bowl with this, this, this. And they're like, oh, sorry. And like they get there and like, they don't have that. I was like, what do you mean they don't have that? They're like, sorry, I'm at Chipotle, not Qdoba. I'm like, you fucker. This is important.
Look, I'm only okay with Qdoba being over the Chipotle at the moment because you said that they have Jarritos and Chipotle doesn't. I've never had Qdoba, so I'm just trusting your opinion on this.
So
I
good.
do like Chipotle, but
If
it's
you ever
like
come visit me up here, we'll get you Qdoba.
sounds good. But like, you know, Chipotle, I like it, but it's not like my go-to. Like I would definitely think of like Chick-fil-A, Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, In-N-Out, even McDonald's before I would think about, you know what, let's go
kind of
Chipotle.
put this over my camera just to kind of show you guys. Oh wait, it won't work actually. Haha! I forgot I'm doing a capture. Never mind.
Yeah,
I was gonna kind of put the C-rated Checkers on stream.
Oh no. Don't worry. They'll see it at the end. All right.
okay.
Cece's Pizza. I've
Now,
never
here's
had it.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know if CC's is on the West Coast. I actually lived
It's
on
not.
the East Coast for years when I was younger.
It's not
It's a
because
pizza.
yeah.
Do you know what it is?
It's a pizza buffet. It's like an all you can eat pizza buffet.
So it's
I've-
actually really good.
Okay.
From what I remember I was like young. I think I was like, when I lived on the East Coast, it was like 3rd through like 7th grade or 3rd through 6th grade. But from what I remember, like it was good. They had lots of different styles. They had barbecue. They had not loaded, the fucking combo pizzas. They had pineapple. They had ham. They had dessert pizzas. Like these
Stop
cool,
saying
like,
fun of stop making fun of how I say buffet. Your chat's making fun of how I say buffet.
Well, I didn't say anything.
They are though, and it's hurting my feelings.
I don't take responsibility for my chat.
Oh my god, no one. Ever
But
does.
it's really good, and it's actually really cheap because you pay like, I think it was like, from what I remember, it was like $7 or $8 a person. And then obviously, so if you take a family of 5, and then I would think it was kids like 5 and under were even less. So like, and then you go there and you just get a bunch of fucking pizza, and they have dessert pizza and good drinks. Like honestly, from what I remember, I'd put CC's Pizza at B. Like if I still lived, when I lived on the East Coast, I loved going to CC's.
I never had it, and I know it's not on the West Coast because like whenever we would get ads, we would get commercials for CC's all the time here. But one time I wanted to go, kind of like the Baconator story, and I looked it up, and I'm just like, oh shit, the closest CC's Pizza is in Texas.
Oh,
But
geez,
I have had a similar experience. We do have other restaurants here in SoCal that are like CC's where they're pizza buffets. And so like
now we're
I
saying
know
buffets?
look, listen. But they're, you know, I've had that experience, you know, where they have a bunch of different pizzas you can choose from it. So, yeah,
I would like to point out it's not just my chat.
I know it's not just your chat. Okay, fine. You know what? You guys are wasting my time. How do you say
Anyways,
it? How do you say it?
Buffet.
Buffet?
Buffet.
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 Buffet. All right, I said the
Buffet.
word. The streamer man said the word.
All right, I'm saying B, but
Buffet.
if you don't know, like it's up to you. Like well, not up to you, but I'm saying B.
I almost just want to put CC's Pizza in C
no,
because it's a C.
no,
It's literally CC.
no. I let you pick Checkers. I'm picking CC.
All right,
CC's going to B.
I'll put it. I'll put it there.
I don't know
All right,
what the
Cookout.
fuck Cookout. I don't know.
I don't know
what the
either.
fuck that is.
IDK.
All
All
right.
right, Domino's.
All right. This might get into a
Oh no.
debate.
Oh no.
If we're talking pizza, okay, because we're in a whole different genre now.
Right.
Pizza. Domino's is my S tier pizza place.
Okay.
Domino's at the top all day.
I don't disagree.
I love the like bread, like their Parmesan bread. Oh my god, they're like little Parmesan bread bites. Oh my god.
I don't
Like-
disagree. I think if this was a pizza tier list, S tier Domino's is good. It's just I don't know. I'm like I'll put it S tier. I don't think I'll fight this one too much. But just me personally, it's hard for me to be like, yeah, I'll take Domino's over restaurants like In-N-Out or Wendy's or Taco Bell if it's after 12 a.m.
The number of times that I'd be home and I would just order Domino's delivery, like in a week. Like, it's just so easy. Like, yeah, you can crave all these things, but when you're sitting home streaming or gaming or doing whatever, it is so much easier to just be like, pizza delivery. It gets dropped off at your door. You don't have to tip because you tipped on your card. In between games, you go there, go to the door, bring it in. You got your pizza on your plate, you come in, and you continue. You don't have to fucking waste 30 minutes going to In-N-Out or Taco Bell or Jack in the Box or fucking whatever.
I cook most of my own food, so, you know.
I did not do that. So I'm just saying.
All right.
Domino's a lot.
I think Domino's, I see your argument for Domino's at S tier. I think it's fine. Just like I said, I do think it is S tier when compared to the other pizzas on this list for sure. All right. Next we have Dairy Queen, which like I just want to put in an F because let's be real. What else do they have other than like their blizzards? As a fast food restaurant, I think it's F tier. Like, you know, burgers and fries and shit.
I'm not putting Dairy Queen below Arby's and Burger King because I'll
That's
go to
fair.
Dairy Queen a lot more than I'll go to those places.
I'll put it next to them. How about that?
Okay, that's fair. It'll be high D. It'll be above them in the D tier.
Sure, I agree with that. Just because, like I said, you know, if you take away the desserts, I think Dairy Queen is a top tier like dessert place to go get like ice cream or something sweet. But as a fast food restaurant, it's very low.
I will say they have soft pretzel sticks that are really good. I like those.
Okay, sure.
Firehouse subs. I'm be honest. I think I've had maybe once or twice.
Same.
I don't remember the quality.
I
don't know.
I liked it, but not enough to want to go back over other places like Jimmy John's. You know. I think
F?
D tier. I don't think F because it was good. It's just not like that great.
Like I don't know. It's kind of hard for
F
me.
tier. F tier. We have Churches and Boston Market. For both of those,
True.
I would not want to go back.
True.
I will not go back to like Boston or Church's Chicken. Five Guys.
Five Guys, I really like their food. I can no longer eat there because my girlfriend's allergic to peanuts, which
it's
means
overpriced. It's so overpriced.
True. Are we talking overpriced like D tier here? Honestly, I can't remember the last time I had Five Guys. Honestly,
I would say C. I know that would break our C chain here of Caesars, Cane's, Checkers, and Chipotle, but I think it's
honestly, I can't remember the last time I even had Five Guys. It's like 20-some bucks for one burger and fries. Like,
they get points for having Cajun fries, which I don't know if any other fast food restaurant offers that. And they get points for just serving a large quantity. But the reason why they serve such large quantities and why they give you those free peanuts is to kind of mask the fact that they're like really overcharging you. You know, one burger, fries, and drink combo is like $20+ nowadays at Five Guys. It's insane how much you're spending. So what they like to do is they like to overflow your fries, right? Every time you get a fries, they serve it to you in a cup, but the cup in the bag, there's way more fries than fit in the cup. So you're always feeling like, oh, I'm getting extra fries. This is fucking cool. But it's not. It's a purposeful tactic to make you think less about how much you're spending. You feel like you're getting more value, so you don't pay attention to the price as much and it doesn't feel as bad. But it is overpriced, and that does suck, because if it was a bit cheaper, I think it'd be a real contender for a lot of the other like major fast food places. I still think it's good. I'm not saying their burger is bad. It's just really, really pricey for what it is.
I could see that. Like I said, I was almost putting it at D just because like I've had Cane's, Little Caesars, Chipotle like more often than I can remember having Five Guys, but like I'm okay with
Ninja Stash in chat says it the best. Like, you know, quality makes me okay with it, and I agree with that. I think if the price was better, it would be higher, but I don't want to knock the quality of it either because it does taste good. So I think a C is where it should live. Now, I'm hoping you'll agree with me on this next one. Carl's Jr. / Hardee's.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I was sitting here for the past like minute while you were talking. Like I was listening, but I was reading that name, being like, "That's not what that place is called." Like I swear that it's Carl's Jr. I was so confused. Jr. It was like it's confusing.
It's like a Checkers rally thing again, where it's the same restaurant, just the name changes depending on where you are. Some people know it as Hardee's in some parts of the country. Other parts of it, like here, it's Carl's Jr.
Bro,
But
I was
where do you
confused
think?
as fuck just staring at that. That's going. Honestly, I would have Arby's over Carl's Jr. I thought Carl's Jr. went out of business years ago. That's going in F tier for me. I would have
Carl's
Arby's over
Jr.?
Carl's Jr. I would honestly go to Arby's over Carl's Jr. I
Yeah,
went
I
to
got
Carl's Jr. one time because I was on a high school trip,
yeah.
and when the bus stopped on our way for the sports trip, there was literally a Carl's Jr. that was open and a Jack in the Box that closed in 5 minutes.
Damn, that sucks.
And so we really all got Carl's Jr. and oh my god, was it disgusting.
Okay, so let me ask you something. Which restaurant would you rather eat at, Burger King or Carl's Jr.?
Burger King.
Really? Okay. Then
Really?
I can agree with your Carl's Jr.
Really?
F tier. I think they're both bad. I would place them as both equally bad, but if you really think Carl's Jr. is worse, I'm okay with it in F.
I would 100% go Burger King, Arby's, Dairy Queen, anything over Carl's Jr.
I will say their one saving grace for me, it's not enough to carry it out of F tier, but just like I guess as a side note is that they do offer lettuce wrap burgers, which is really great for my current keto diet, and I do have a Carl's Jr. like close by, which is nice.
In-N-Out does that. I was talking about that earlier, right?
Yeah, but with how like it's a further drive and there's always long lines, it's just sometimes just not worth it. If I just need like a burger just to fill me up, the Carl's Jr. down the street does the job. But like that's about it, you know. Even when I wasn't dieting, I wasn't eating at Carl's Jr. that much anyway, so I'm fine with it in F tier. This next one confuses me because I don't know why it's on this list.
This is a restaurant, right?
It's
a
IHOP.
breakfast restaurant.
Yeah. Is IHOP fast food? I don't think it is. I think
I've
based
never
off the
gotten
definitions
breakfast to
we've
go.
been going,
I've never gotten breakfast to go.
I think we just put this one in the IDK tier and just kind of move on. I don't think it's fast.
We can't.
Food.
It's hard to rate it over fast food. Like I will say,
Yeah.
IHOP's good. I will go to IHOP over Denny's any day.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, true,
But,
true,
yeah.
true.
Jimmy John's. Obviously, let's go over
love
Firehouse.
Jimmy
Are we
John's.
talking? Is there any other? I don't see any other
love Jimmy
sandwich
John's.
place on here. Well, I mean,
Jersey
there's Jersey
Mike's.
Mike's, but
And then Subway.
oh,
And then which I don't know. Do you know which?
I don't know which.
Okay, we'll talk. I have a story about that one. We'll take that
Okay,
later.
so if we're talking about these sandwich places, well, we'll just do these sandwiches. We got Firehouse Subs at
D tier.
D. I would put Jimmy John's at B. I would put Subway at A, and I'd put Jersey Mike's at C. Would be my ratings for those sub places.
Jersey Mike's where or Jimmy John's where?
I put Jimmy John's at B, Subway at A, and Jersey Mike's at C.
I want to put Jimmy John's at A, Subway at B. I don't think Subway is that great. It's fast and it's got value.
I like Subway.
Really?
Yeah. See, I don't know. The thing about Jimmy John's is every time I've always gone in there, I feel like I'm not getting what I pay for. Like,
Interesting.
quantity wise, like I don't, just when I eat the sandwich, I feel like I get a lot more at Subway.
That's
saying?
wild. I feel like Subway cheaps out a lot of the times.
Really?
I feel like they put more of what you don't want. I know a lot of people have had this experience at Subway, right? If anyone is listening and like, tell me if this is something that you've experienced at Subway. You walk in, you order, right? You get a sandwich, you get your meats and your cheeses, right? And you're like, hey, can I get like some tomatoes? And they put maybe like 2 tomatoes. And you're like, okay, well, I guess that's all I'm getting. And you're like, yeah, can I have like some lettuce? And they just explode your sandwich with a fuck ton, a Mount Everest of lettuce. And you're like, bro, I just wanted like a little layer of lettuce, not the whole fucking like supply. And you're like, okay, all right. What about some sauce? You want some like honey mustard? They do like a tiny little squeeze of honey mustard. And then you're like, you know what? I will also take some mayonnaise. And just like those fucks at Jack in the Box, they just cream all over your sandwich with mayonnaise.
So
and
my
it's like,
experience with Jimmy John's was mostly in college because there's a Jimmy John's literally pretty much almost on campus, right?
okay.
So all the dorms people, like everyone would just order Jimmy John's for delivery. And anytime I'd get Jimmy John's delivered, 1, it fucking took forever. 2, it'd come and the sandwich would be like smashed. Like in just bad quality. And then 3, it would look like they tried to make it so fast that shit was just fucking thrown on there and like almost missed half of the sandwich. Like that's the only really time I've had Jimmy John's. Other than that, I don't go there because of that experience.
I'm just making like a assumption here, but it might be because your Jimmy John's was run by college students.
No, 100%. But you have to like we're talking about experiences. Like that's my experience.
That's
with Jimmy John's.
fair.
So that's why I can't.
Let's
put it over
compromise
Subway.
then, and let's put Jimmy John's and Subway in B tier.
In B? Okay, I was
Both of them in B, because I can't put Subway in A, and you don't want to put Sub or Jimmy John's in A either. So I think we just even it out and put both of them in B. But I do think Jersey Mike's C makes sense.
Fair. All right.
Okay.
Oh, I just gave myself some throat freeze. I drank too much of that drink.
What were you drinking?
I'm drinking a blended Dino Egg Rebel from Dutch Bros.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's real good.
I've never had Dutch Bros. Side note.
It's so good.
Our
next one is KFC.
I'll look that up. KFC should be low tier. I think we can both agree on that.
Oh, yeah. I just can't decide between D and F. I'd say D. I wouldn't put it with Carl's Jr. Or a D on KFC.
I think D makes sense.
It does have good sides. I love their mac. And their mashed potato and gravy is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, for what they are.
Crazy. This might be my most controversial take yet. I think KFC is my favorite coleslaw.
I hate coleslaw.
I know, but for those, for my like 2 coleslaw enjoyers that are listening right now, I feel like so many other places, the coleslaw is like really dry, or it's like not seasoned enough or anything. I like the creaminess of the coleslaw that they make at KFC. I think it's really good. I think it feels lighter and more refreshing. And I feel like that's what a coleslaw is supposed to be. It's supposed to help kind of the acidity and the lightness of the coleslaw is supposed to balance out the heaviness and the greasiness of a chicken. So for that purpose, I think the coleslaw at KFC fulfills that purpose best.
Well, I'm glad you found something.
That's about it, though. That's what's keeping it out of F tier for me, is the coleslaw, believe it or not.
What the fuck is Welcome to Moe's?
I don't know. I'm going to put that in IDK. Do you know what Zaxby's is? Because I don't.
You're on Zaxby's. Mine's on a different order now. Zaxby's, nope. Don't know what that is. I don't know what which is. We could put that there too, right?
I know what which is. I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna put it in F tier for one particular reason. Here's the thing. All right, so which it's similar to your Jimmy John's experience, because I had a which that was across the street from my college campus. However, my which was good. It was great. The sandwiches there were amazing.
And it goes in F?
It goes in F, and I'll tell you why. Because they used to offer a lot of options, way more options than Subway, and you can get really crazy with your customizations. And one of my favorites was the Monte Cristo sandwich. And it was one of the few places where I could reliably get a cheap and fast Monte Cristo sandwich. It was so good and so delicious. And they fucking took it from me, guy. They ripped it from my hands like my firstborn child. Okay. I remember like a few years after college, there was a Which in my area, and I remember the Monte Cristo. I walk in and I look at the menu and it's not there. And they still have like the customization cards, but everything is so bland and basic. And I asked the worker there, I'm like, what happened to like the Monte Cristo and all the other cool sandwiches? And she was just like, oh yeah, we don't make those anymore. We just have like ham and cheese and turkey now. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, this restaurant, I'm like, like it was more expensive than Subway, but the price was justified by the amount of options that you had. They took everything that was good about the restaurant. They stripped it down to just the most bare bones, bland and basic sandwiches, and thought people would still pay like a premium price for it. They ruined their business model. And that Which that I went to, where I found out that they didn't have the Monte Cristo, it doesn't exist anymore. I looked it up, and a bunch of other Whiches were closed. So the ones that are still in business are not worth going to. I'm putting in an F simply out of spite for them ruining what would have been my S tier sandwich place. They fucking ruined it. And I'll never forgive them for that.
But I have to ask, well, it's on my mind. What hurt more, that or when we went to the movies and they said they weren't selling dips anymore, and you thought they just weren't selling dips anymore?
Which? Because that was like a betrayal. The dibs thing was just like a misunderstanding and like a bit of a disappointment.
If they actually weren't selling dips anymore,
I would put them on the same level. I don't like food places betraying me. It's why Wendy's like still stings to this day. It was also a similar betrayal, but at least Wendy's has like a bunch of other good stuff. Wendy's didn't strip their menu of the things that made it good, which did, which sucks. All right, Panera.
Okay, Yeah. So for Panera, one, it's expensive as shit.
True.
Two, I feel like there's a group of people
Yes.
that go to Panera.
I know what you mean.
And I can't say it. I'm not gonna say it, but you know what I
Say
mean.
it.
There's a
Say
group
it.
of
Say
people.
it. Say
Nope.
it. Say it.
Nope.
Say it. No balls. Say it.
It's all the white women.
Yes.
All the white women.
It's like it's the same kind of people that would have a live, laugh, love sign in their house.
It's all the Karens in their little groups.
It's the soccer moms going to get lunch after dropping off the kids at soccer practice.
Yes, and they're pricey as shit. So on that note, I will say I've had Panera twice and they were good, but not for the price. I'm putting them at a D.
Yeah, I'm just never excited about Panera bread. Like, okay, I talked about how Which was across the street from our college campus. Like, a little further was Panera. So there was a Panera bread within, like, college housing distance. Mm-hmm. It was like always empty. Like, you have like every other restaurant, the Starbucks, the Which, even the Carl's Jr. had more foot traffic than the Panera bread there. It was just
because
so,
you get
I don't
two
know.
things there and it cost half your paycheck.
It is true.
Someone in chat mentioned their grilled cheese. I'm pretty sure their grilled cheese is like fucking $18 with
That's
nothing
insane.
else. It's just a grilled cheese.
Yeah, and I heard what CEO is saying in the chat that apparently they had good soups and they like ruined them. I don't know what they did, but I do remember hearing people upset that like the soups aren't good anymore.
Now, speaking of people changing recipes, because I know somebody mentioned capriottis earlier, and I love capriottis, but they're not on this list. I think like 2 or 3 years ago, capriottis changed their bread dough recipe or whatever they used for their bread. They changed it.
Oh,
And it actually made it go from like a 10 out of 10 to like a 7 or 6 out of 10.
damn.
Like just
So it's like
the amount of like when you bite into it, you could just feel a difference. Like, it's so weird.
wow.
But they changed something, and I was like, I still love them. They're still a great sandwich, and the things you can get there, very filling. Love the sandwich place, but they changed the bread years ago, and I'm still upset about it.
It's like the new Coke situation where they changed the formula for Coke, and then people hated it.
Yep.
All right.
All right, we just got a few more, and then we can be done.
Papa
Papa
John's.
John's. I think for take-home pizzas, like the style of things they're pretty good. But honestly, if I'm going out to get something, I don't want to come home and cook it anyway. But then again, you also get a pretty decent-sized pizza for the price. So it's like, it's kind of in the middle for me. I almost want to put it at like a C.
I think Papa John's on par with Little Caesars. It's better quality, but it's like more work.
Yeah,
Which,
more
like,
work
it's hard to
and
say. It's more
price.
work.
I have to cook it, and you're still charging me like $10. Like, come on
Yeah,
now.
plus
I can
some
get
people-
2 Little Caesars pizzas already cooked.
Plus, it gets knocked down a few pegs for the actual Papa John.
Mm.
All right,
True,
Pizza Hut next. Way overpriced is the first thing.
Yeah, I don't
that
like
comes to
Pizza
mind.
Hut. I'd get Papa John's before I got Pizza Hut.
D
I'm
tier.
being honest. Yeah, D tier.
All right, D tier makes sense to me. What about Popeyes?
And then we got the other chicken place.
Okay.
Popeyes. Can I be
honestly,
honest?
what?
I've had Popeyes once in my life. I don't fucking know
Okay.
shit about Popeyes. I never have
Let
it.
me enlighten you a little bit. I think Popeyes was an all right chicken place. Pre like 2018, 2019. I think Popeyes would have been maybe as good as like Cane's, not better, but maybe around the same level. That being said, there was a little thing that happened called the spicy chicken sandwich that released.
Oh, then people like go around to each one and buy one of
Yes.
each, and yes, okay.
Because that shit good. It's not Chick-fil-A sandwich good, but it's like, it's fucking up there. It's like their chicken sandwich is better than like just their actual fried
chicken. Is that
chicken.
a permanent thing, or
Yes.
was that like a temporary, like, hey, we have a temporary spicy chicken sandwich?
It's a permanent thing now. I think it might have been like just a limited time offer, but it was so successful that they were like, fuck it, we do chicken sandwiches now too. And the thing is, it was so good and so influential in the fast food industry that it caused every other major fast food restaurant to also introduce like a spicy chicken sandwich to their menu. Because before Popeyes, McDonald's didn't have it, Burger King didn't have it, who else? I think Wendy's, they had like their own version. They made like a new version to try and compete with Popeyes. Like a bunch of fast food restaurants all of a sudden started offering like hot and spicy like chicken sandwiches in the same style as Popeyes because it was so successful and it was something that like everybody wanted. I think this is a case of, you know, one item carrying an entire restaurant. So I don't want to put it like S tier or anything like that, but I think it's up. I think it's like a high B, low A kind of thing.
You put it over Cane's?
Honestly, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's not that pricey. I think it's worth the price.
I'm gonna trust you on this one. I'll take it. But definitely am kind of skeptical about the one because I do like Cane's. It's not bad, but we'll go ahead and go with it.
I think their chicken sandwich is life-changing.
Okay.
But it's not enough as a whole restaurant to put it in like an S tier. But that one item is so good. I think it does put it above the other fried chicken places.
All right. I'm down for it. Okay. Steak and Shake. Now, I like the idea of a steak burger. And when you get a good steak burger, oh, it's so good. Plus, you know, they got those garlic fries that are fucking bomb.
The thick ones too? Yes.
Oh, so good. But holy, the price.
Mm-hmm.
The price, man.
The price hurts me, man. It does. I love Steak and Shake as well.
I almost want to put it at B though, because I think the burger price, like everything there is just so good. It is.
I agree with you. I think Steak and Shake at B makes sense.
All right. Glad we're in agreement there.
Okay.
Sonic, I think was good years ago. But now I go there and sometimes I sit there wondering what I even want to get because like I have no fucking clue.
I only ever go to Sonic to get like their drinks. I think they have like a happy hour where like their slushies and stuff are like 30% off or something like that. And it's a good deal. But yeah, it's similar to the Panera Bread thing where we also had a Sonic within the close vicinity of my college, but there weren't ever that many people there. And again, all the people that were there, I saw them getting the slushies and stuff during the happy hour. So
that's usually where I get slushies, but like,
yeah, great
at that
drinks.
Point, if I'm going for a slushie or something, I might be going other places and getting like a milkshake.
It's like I almost feel like Sonic would do better being ranked with like places like Juice It Up or Jamba Juice, you know, like or Starbucks, even like a drink place, you know, as a fast food restaurant. I'm not going there for their
it's definitely
their, like,
to their local
hot
area
dogs and
people
stuff.
go
Yes.
to Sonic, but no one's like, oh, I'm gonna drive over there to go get some Sonic. It's like, nah, I got this that's closer. You know what I'm saying?
So what are you thinking? Like a C tier, D tier?
High C, low D, or high D, low C is my.
I'm fine with a high D.
High D, all right.
Yeah,
Let's
put it there. Cool.
Someone said this in chat earlier. We just got to it. Shake Shack. Now
Ooh.
I know this is in California, but there's not one where I'm at. I've never had Shake Shack. This is the Mark Wahlberg like restaurant, right?
I think so.
That's a
Whataburger.
No. Wahlburger. That's Wahlburger.
I don't know anything about Mark Wahlberg except he was in The Martian and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but either way, I don't think we have one here where I'm at. I've never had it.
No. I've been to one. There is one in LA. There's one in Vegas, and I think there's one in SD. But I'm gonna be honest, I think it's a little overrated. I think the restaurant itself like overrates itself. I think their burgers. They think their burgers are so fucking good and so hot shit that they charge you like $20 for a meal. But it's like, I don't know.
Now, if we look at the restaurants we've put on D tier, does it go there or does it go below? Because I've never even had it. Like, they seem very small, localized.
Their burgers are good, but nothing to write home about. It's almost like Cane's, I would say, where like it's just kind of average.
Okay.
They have really cool, what's the word? Like dining room environment, right? It's very hip and cool and chill, but
very woke.
Yes. But if you're talking about like, I'll just say Shake Shack is like In and Out for hipsters. It really is. Like, that's kind of what it is.
All right, so in
It's
the
a
H
little.
tier.
It's a little. It's because they offer this one like weird burger with peanut butter in it, and so they're like, "Whoa, look at us! We're so kooky and quirky. We like to get weird and experimental."
You just made me want to put it in the fucking Z tier. A peanut butter burger? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. But that's like their shtick. They're like trying to be this like, again, like, oh, we're not like the other burger places, Oh, you've probably never heard of us, even though we're so good. That's why I mean it's like a hipster burger joint.
Okay, so what are we thinking? C, D?
I kind of want to put it in D.
All right, D it is.
Yeah.
All
sure.
right, now Whataburger for all of our central friends. Actually, this is on the California, right? Whataburger?
I think so. I will be honest.
I don't know. I know it's in Central. I know it's all over fucking Texas. It's all over Texas.
I've never had it personally, so I don't have much of an opinion on this.
I've had it once. It was okay. Honestly, I'd put it for quality from what I remember. Like I said, had it once. I would put it over like Sonic, Panera, KFC. Like they were good burgers. I don't remember the price, but I also know they're very localized.
A few people in our chats are saying delicious.
Yeah, so I'd give it C just due to lack of information, but I remember good quality.
Okay, I'm okay with that. And then the
last one.
Yeah, we were talking about this. If this is like fast food, this is a Waffle
I don't think
House.
we talked about this place specifically.
Oh,
but this place is good. I mean, we've talked about other places. They've had some interesting ones on this.
Okay, well, what do you think of Waffle House? I've never been.
You've never been to Waffle House? Okay.
There's no Waffle Houses in California, and I'm upset about that fact. Don't look at me like that. There are no Waffle Houses in California.
Yes, there are.
No, there aren't.
Anyways, we'll come back to that another time.
No, I'll look it up.
Oh, hold on. You gotta just picture this, okay?
Close your eyes, picturing. Picture this. I'm closing my eyes.
You walk into a restaurant and it just looks like an old school, like 80s diner. Okay? Old school 80s diner, but there's like zero fucks given. The place looks like it's trashy as fuck. You could get stabbed at any moment, but you pay $3 for a breakfast bowl and it's absolutely delicious. And you don't understand how a place that looks so ran down can be fucking good.
I do. And actually, when you started talking about how like out of date and run down and dirty it looked, I was getting excited because I'm a firm believer of like the shittier a place looks, the more bomb the food is. 100%. It's like so true good. 9 out of 10 times. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. If the worse a place looks, the better the food is because they don't have the time to give a fuck about whether every bathroom tile is squeaky clean. They're too busy making the best food of your goddamn life.
And it's
I'm
cheap.
a firm believer. So if you say Waffle Houses are as like worn down and dirty and dare I even say ghetto as they appear to be, then I just know that food's gonna be fucking bussin'. So I'm okay.
I wasn't kidding when I said the price either. You can get that's massive ass breakfast bowl, sausage, egg, bacon, fucking whatever, and it's like $3. I'm like,
okay. So where do you want to put?
I put it in A. I put it in A.
Should we even put it? I kind of want to put it in S tier. Even I've never been. But again, I believe so much in Waffle Houses. I'm putting it in S. I don't care.
S?
I've never.
Perfect.
I've never had it. But yeah.
I put it in A just simply because you couldn't like say anything, so I didn't. The other S's we agreed on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So to clarify and kind of go over this again because I know we did a lot. Just so chat and everyone knows, in the S tier we only have 3 items.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A,
I'll go ahead and display it.
Domino's, Waffle House. Also keep in mind this is just between what was given to us. We did not select what restaurants were picked. Like there were 5 restaurants that we didn't even fucking know why they were on this list. In A tier we have Panda Express, Taco Bell. Oh, Basoda's showing it on stream. Perfect. Jack in the Box, In-N-Out, and Wendy's. B tier we have McDonald's, Qdoba, Buffalo Wild Wings, CC's Pizza, Subway, Jimmy John's, Popeyes, and Steak and Shake. C tier, we have Little Caesars, Cane's, Checkers, Chipotle, Five Guys, Jersey Mike's, Papa John's, and Whataburger. D tier, we got Arby's, Burger King, Dairy Queen, Firehouse Subs, KFC, Panera Bread, Pizza Hut, Sonic, and Shake Shack. F tier, Boston Market, Church's Chicken, Hardee's or Carl's Jr., whatever you want to call it, and Witches? I don't know what the fuck that name is. And in the IDK tier, because neither me or Berserda have either had them nor know why it's in this one. Bojangles, Cookout, IHOP because we consider that a restaurant, not fast food. Welcome to Moe's and Zaxby's. So yeah.
You only agree with the F tier? Listen, we knew from the start that this was going to be probably our hottest episode yet, as far as like our spicy takes and stuff. But listen, it's our list, and it took a lot to get just the two of us to agree on this list. So there you go. That's the official Trash Guys tier list. We can post
if you really want to go get your opinion out there, just know that after today's episode, we'll be working on getting all of the audios posted on audio sites such as Spotify and iTunes, as well as getting these videos uploaded to YouTube. So, go spam those YouTube comments with some rage comments. We'll take them all day.
Absolutely. All right. But I think that's about it. I think we've
almost 2 hours. We did a long one.
It was
today.
an extra long, but you know what? It's the milestone. It's the 5th episode. And this is the final episode before we start uploading, like you said, to YouTube and Spotify and all that. So I think it's a pretty big milestone for our podcast. I think it was deserving of this extra long episode. But yeah, anything else? I think that just about wraps it up.
I think we've held our audience captive long enough to our horrible food takes. Apparently, well, I think they're good food takes, but I don't want to argue with you guys right now. But yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you for pushing through this with us. I know we kept you a little bit long, but we do appreciate you guys.
Thanks.
And we will see you guys next week for our episode. Make sure to keep an eye out for, again, like we said, on YouTube, Spotify, all those things. We'll post in the Discord when those go live. For all
Plug
of you guys
the
to go check out.
Look, what? I don't think we've talked about. Wait, guy, what's our channel name?
It's gonna be the Trash Guys, but we it's not up yet. You can't find it. Don't worry about it.
What if someone takes it before it?
Just pay attention to the Discord chat. Pay attention to the Discord. Don't worry about it.
No one take the name, please. All right. Yeah, we'll announce it in both our Discords, and we'll let you guys know all about it exactly.
All right. Keep an eye out, and we will see you guys next week, okay?
Yeah, Guy, when are you live again?
I will be live tomorrow morning.
Cool.
Just like
and
always, we've been back on that Valorant arc, so
Ooh, I did see some of that. Yeah, lots of yelling.
No yelling.
No yelling. Are
chill,
you sure?
Chill stream.
Okay, calm, chill, PMA, positive vibes only. All right. I'll be live again tomorrow night. I'll be continuing my playthrough of The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. That's pretty much what I've been doing. That's been my vibe. Is I've just been on that Zelda grind. I'm gonna do my best to finish the game, in a timely manner, but still take my own pace to it. It's been a lot of fun.
All right. Have a good night, chats. We will see you guys next time. I'm live tomorrow morning. Berserker's live tomorrow night. Hope to see you guys there.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.